Hey guys, and welcome back to more Star Ocean the Second Story. My name is Rabbit, and where we left off previously, we had begun making our way through the Sanctuary of Linga in order to discover some sort of herb that has not yet been found by anyone before us. So, where we specifically had ended our previous episode together, I had made the mistake of picking up an herb that ended up still being a clarisage because those are kind of littered throughout this dungeon. But I do want to acquire the Dill Whip, so as I promised, when we concluded, I made my way back through the Sanctuary of Linga on my own, and I got everyone's levels back to where you guys just previously saw they were. Our XP may be a little bit off, but you know, there's not much I can really do about that. But anyway, everything is as it should have been. I ended up leaving that herb alone that was kind of on the right side of that three-laned fork, and now we're just going to continue. I guess we grabbed this last time, so let's run up and do that together again. And then we're just going to loop around and see if we can find this fucking Dill Whip. Because like I said, I don't remember exactly where it is in this cave, but I know it's hidden somewhere because I've only picked it up maybe twice in my past playthroughs of this game. I'm not sure why. I guess it's because, like I was explaining to you guys, it doesn't make a difference story-wise which one you present to Bowman, whether it's the clarisage or the Dill Whip. All it does is just change his reaction to you, so there really wasn't a reason for me to spend the 15 minutes to actually run back and do this off camera, but I don't know, I just thought, let's get his reaction. Ooh, this might be it. I'm going to be really upset if it's not. Okay, deep inhale. We're just going to grab it, guys. If this is a clarisage, fuck it, but I know it's hidden somewhere. Oh, thank God, yes! Okay, so this one's the Dill Whip. The one that was underneath that skeleton that I was talking about in our last episode as well may also be a Dill Whip, but it could be a clarisage. I don't know, but whatever. We found one of them, so I'm good to go. Anyway, we've done it. Now we can finally meet Keith. I'm certain I've never seen this before. I think we're okay this time. Good. Let's hurry and show it to Bowman. But actually, we're not going to hurry and show it to Bowman. I do want us to do a little bit more plundering. There is like a little mini boss that's in here, which is another one of the reasons I thought to myself, well, let me just go ahead and reload and do this myself anyway, because I intend on going through the entirety of this cave, although it's not required. The treasure in here, it's not game-breaking and not anything that you're going to regret leaving behind if you do opt to just grab the clarisage and kind of peace out. I mean, it's really not going to change anything for you, but since I'm planning on going throughout all of this anyway, I figured let's just grab it just to do it. But all should be well now. We'll go ahead and pick up any other herbs we see. And thinking about it, we may loop back around to that area. Ooh, a straight punch. This, as you can likely imagine, we'll just quickly grab new. Where is it? Hey, we grabbed some baby rabbit risotto somewhere along the way. And a soda pop. Ooh, very nice. And what does this do? And I actually think this is Celine's favorite food. I don't know if I've talked to you guys about that in the past, but here, let me just quickly demo this. Or I shouldn't say demo, I should say debut this for you. So, okay, as you see down in the lower right-hand corner by Celine's face, it says her favorite food is currently unknown. I don't remember everyone's favorite food, if I can speak properly, but I know Celine likes baby rabbit risotto, and if they like the food and it is their favorite, it will from now on display down there. And I actually think Claude's, just to show you, sorry guys, I'm kind of like all over the place, so Claude's is currently unknown as well. I've been pretty bad and haven't really fed anybody anything, but I'm almost positive that Claude likes steak, which is why it actually had an amplified effect for Claude and Celine with their respective favorite foods, because it is their favorite, so they get a little boost to MP healing as well. And there you go. So we've got Claude's favorite food unlocked, and we have Celine's. I think Rena's is shortcake, and I don't remember what Opera's is, but I'm sure we'll figure it out as we go. Okay. So let's loop around down, yeah. Alright, Rena got a level. But she didn't learn anything. Okay, so this should be something lame and bullshit now, a lavender. That was either going to be a clarisage or a Dill Whip. I don't know which one it is, and what the fuck? Ooh, it's these guys again. Alright. These guys are really easy to kill. I'm not sure if I didn't attack them so quickly, if they would do any major damage. I don't know, but... Okay. Nice. A level 4 Claude. Alright, and let's see what's over here. Ooh, something else. Also likely to be bullshit now that we found the Dill Whip. Ah, rose hips. Okay. Now let's go back. This should, if I recall correctly, yep, bring us all the way back around. And I do want to run back. Oh, I want to grab the herb that was on the right side, but I don't want to deal with all the bullshit fights along the way. You know what? Whatever. We'll just grab it on our way out, or fuck it. I don't think it's really going to make that much of a difference. Yeah, I think that's how I'm going to approach it, because I really don't want to dick around with... Oh my gosh. Where is this taking us? I guess let's head back and loop to the right-hand side, since that just brings us down. And ooh, very nice. What is this? Bullshit. So yeah, all of these herbs, once you find either the clarisage or the Dill Whip, the rest of them will turn into, oh my god, why do I always do that? Will turn into garbage. So that one right here could have very well have also been a Dill Whip or a clarisage. I really don't know. But anyway. Alright, another level 4 Celine. And yes, this area is often missed just because it doesn't look like you can go, but it is in fact an area that you can inspect and explore. So let's go ahead and save. We got what I came for, the Dill Whip. And I would suggest, if you are a little bit lower level, or if you haven't done what I did and made Claude overpowered with the current weapon that he has equipped, go ahead and heal everybody up. Usually in RPGs, when there is a save point, you can guess that there is going to be some sort of battle ahead of you. I'm not too worried about this one, but just to be on the safe side, that's what I would recommend to you. Okay, what is this place? Monster graves? Watch out, everyone! And yes, weird little wormy thingies come out and...
Back. Here's the enemy. I'm coming.
I wouldn't say that these monsters are tough, but you do need to be careful because they do have the potential of eating you. And if everyone in your party gets eaten, obviously that's bad news bears, and it is a game over. So just be mindful of that. Like I said, I am not really too worried about this. We're pretty overpowered with Claude alone, and then I feel like everyone else is in pretty good shape. So even if you didn't follow in my footsteps and get Claude to the point where I have him with the current weapon, you should be fine with your party members being around level 30 or a little bit under. Uh-oh. But see, I'm gone, and I shouldn't come out until Claude has killed the current one that ate me. Come on, Claude. Thank you. So yeah, we're in really good shape. No other recommendations about this monster. Just wallop him down. Or them down, since there is more than one. And you get a fuck ton of full and a good amount of experience. And then some ores. And Light Cross is learned by Rena, which we will inspect here in just a second. Alrighty. Wow, that was close. Wasn't expecting a sudden attack. Is this the door to the Netherworld where monsters come out? Looks more like a graveyard than a door. There's no such thing as a door to the Netherworld. It's just a graveyard, darlings. A sanctuary where monsters appear. Beyond it, a graveyard. Is this place a natural harvest ground? Still, hundreds of heraldry masters wouldn't be able to do this. Okay, and I'm not sure what the point of all of their banter is, but let's go ahead and grab everything. So we got a shitty spring water, a question mark guard, and a Cinderella glass. That's pretty much it. We're, for the most part, done exploring this place. It's not necessary for us to save again. I guess we can. Actually, fuck it. We should be fine. Let's just make our way out. Thinking about it, depending where we are when we get out of this cave, we may go ahead and do the demo for creating Claude's best sword. And oh, before I forget, Celine did learn a new ability, and I didn't show you guys Rena's Light Cross, which is a spell that attacks all enemies on the screen with a cross of light. And then Celine learned Thunderstorm, which is a spell that attacks all enemies on the screen with lightning bolts. So nothing really too fancy there, and Claude's about to get a level in our next fight. And he did, in fact, get that level. So let's run and grab that last herb that's on the right. And I'm thinking once we grab that, I may let you guys go until I get outside on my own, just to save us time. I guess it really doesn't matter for you guys since I edit out all the repetitive fights, but it really is a hassle for me, so let's grab this, and then, oh, just a shitty Aceris. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make my way out of here on my own just to save myself, and you for the most part, the drudgery of me going through all of this cave to get to the entrance. So when we come back, we'll still have about, like, 4-ish minutes, which should be plenty of time for me to go ahead and show you guys what all steps need to be taken in order to create a really amazing sword for Claude. So I will meet you guys outside of the Sanctuary of Linga. See you in a moment. Alrighty guys, and welcome back. So as you can very clearly see, I am at the entrance to the Sanctuary of Linga. So let's go ahead and just go close to Linga itself, and then we'll get this party started. So there are a lot of different ways that you can approach creating this weapon for Claude. I'm going to show you the method that I've used each time that I've played my Hackney OP version of Star Ocean: The Second Story. Again, this is similar to what I displayed way back around Mars when I showed you guys how to get the Marvel sword for Claude, in that this is absolutely not necessary. It definitely will give you even more of an advantage than what you have right now with this weapon. So it's up to you how you want to proceed. I'm just going to show you how to do it. If you want to, great. If you don't, you absolutely do not have to. So this is how we're going to end this episode, and then when we come back in the next episode together, we're going to go and give Bowman the Dill Whip and kind of proceed with the story and events of the game itself. So, what is step 1 in getting this weapon for Claude? Well, the first thing that I would suggest you guys do is come to your skills menu. It doesn't necessarily matter who you choose to do this. I am going to opt for Celine because I think this combo kind of works best for her, and she's presently my individual with the most skill points available. So what we want to do is we want to learn the customized ability, and the way we do that is by putting points into craft, functionality, and metal casting. So let me show you. Here's craft. Let's grab, where's functionality? Where's functionality? Bam, and metal casting, there you are. So bam, Celine has learned the special command, customize. So what I would recommend is trying to max this out as much as possible if you can. So I don't know if we have enough skill points to do this, but I'm gonna try to get this up. Let's go ahead and put some more into metal casting here. Oh god, and that's kind of pricey. And then of course functionality. We may kind of be going for broke here with this one. It's just eating away at my points. Alright, we'll just try to do it. Customize is now level 7, which I want to get it as close as possible to being max, but I just don't want to use all of her points. You know, it's probably going to be okay. Let's just go ahead and give her all that we've got. And that's all that we've got. So we didn't have quite enough points to get her over the edge, but if we need it, we can come back and do it. I just wanted to show you that that is how you go ahead and get the customizability, which you can access here. And it's got 3 stars, so we can customize, which we'll worry about in a second. So what we actually need to do is we are going to be customizing. Let me show you. Where is it? Sharp edge, where are you? Where are you? Guys, am I just not seeing that? Oh, there it is. I was like, oh, I know I'm around where it should be. So here's the sharp edge, which is the weapon that we got from Grandpa Gamgee after the Tournament of Arms. So yeah, obviously it's a piece of shit right now. What we're wanting to do is customize this with some mithril in order to get another weapon, which is the precursor to the Eternal Spear. Well, you're probably saying, well, what the fuck? We don't have any mithril. So I'm going to show you another bullshit way of getting the mithril. What I'm going to do is let's just go ahead and save. I am going to just save on this one again just to preserve that save right there. Wham bam, thank you ma'am. So what I do in order to get a mithril, and again, this is just what I do, you don't have to do this yourself, the ability, let's find it, radar. It is a supernatural power that enables reception of messages from unknown beings, a gift from heaven. So anyway, basically, this is not anything special in and of itself. What I do is I put a point into this, and every time you level up radar, you get a new item. So I'm not sure which one it gave us, but we can clearly see that a mithril was not one of those things. So just to do a couple more in radar to further demonstrate this, I'm going to do one more and we'll see if it gave us something else. And it gave us something because it rearranged this, but nothing that we can actually use. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep reloading until I have 2 mithrils. So again, you can use whatever character you want to in order to do this if you feel like pumping a lot of points into radar. I personally don't think it's worth it because radar is kind of useless in that its only major value as a singular skill is that you get a free item from the heavens. So like I said, let me pause and I will bring you guys back when I have 2 mithrils because we are going to need both of them. So 1 second again. Alright guys, and welcome back. As you can see from our screen, I managed to amass 2 mithrils by pumping all of the skill points that I needed into radar and then constantly refreshing, or I should say like reloading my save and doing it over and over again. It took me maybe 5 minutes to fully accomplish, but as you can see, I was successful in actually doing it. So, you know, again, if you want to take the time to do it, it shouldn't take a long time. But it can be a little bit frustrating if after like 3 or 4 times of reloading your save, it's not working. So I went ahead and I saved right before I brought you guys back. So make sure you do that because what we're about to do next can get a little tricky. So we want to go ahead and bring up our item creation menu and head over to our customize. Hang on, I'm yawning. Okay. And then we want to head over to customize. And what we want to do, no. Oh no, you guys, this totally backfired. I forgot I need to have Claude be the one who gets the customizability, which, not a big deal. Let's just quickly go ahead and give them the points to Claude as well. We'll put them into craft. There it is. We want to put some into metal casting. Yeah. And then functionality, which he already had one for some reason. I don't know why I forgot that. Oh, and we learned blacksmith. Yay! Okay. So don't be a scrub like me. Pay attention. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a couple more in craft. Alright, so now we've got that to level 7 as well, and I don't think I have enough to... No, I don't. Okay. I'm so tired, guys, if you can't tell. Now come back to customize. I don't know why I thought just anybody could customize shit, but Claude and Celine are both level 7 now, so whatever, the result is the same. We have access to the sharp edge now, so what we want to go ahead and do is take this and customize it with our mithril. And the item that we want to go ahead and get from this should be a minus sword. So let's go ahead and see what we get. And we got a dull sword, which is bullshit. So I'm going to continue to repeat this process until I get a minus sword. So be right back. Alrighty, welcome back, guys. As you can see, the minus sword has been completed, and this actually took me considerably longer than acquiring the mithrils themselves via pumping the skill points into radar and just reloading. So just be prepared for it to take a little bit. As you can see, there is a change to Claude's level. I ended up going back with Claude solo into the Sanctuary of Linga, and I got him 4 more levels. He did learn a new ability, but we'll worry about that later. He got Ripper Blast. But I did want to show you that we got the minus sword. Now, this is not the final weapon that you are going to need. But I will show you very quickly what the minus sword does look like. So it's a cursed sword that has a great negative strength in its blade that will wound even its user's soul. And as you can see, you know, it's really not anything that special, especially compared to the Marvel sword, which we have. So just keep that in mind. This is not the ultimate sword, but a precursor to making that weapon. So I'm going to go ahead and save again. And this last bit is going to kind of depend on you. We are going to need to take this minus sword and basically do the same shit. We're going to go to item creation, customization via Claude, not Celine, like I brain fartedly suggested earlier when I was pumping the points into her. And via this, we are going to, oops, back on Claude, want to combine a minus sword with the mithril. So the last couple of times that I've tried to do this in the past, I've had to have Claude at least at level 9. So I'm going to pause the camera and do that again. I might just get him enough levels to where I have enough skill points to completely max out this special ability so that I can just do this and have a higher rate of successfully crafting this weapon. But I'll go ahead and just do it just for shits and giggles to see maybe the Sky Wizard is on our side and this combo will work. But if not, we just saved, so no worries. So we want to do this, and it's, yeah. Okay, we got a dull sword, so it's bullshit. Once again, I'm going to pause it, and I'll bring you back when I have the weapon that I've been speaking of, so I'll see you in a second. Alrighty, guys, and welcome back. So as you can see, I was able to successfully craft the Eternal Sphere with Claude's customized ability at level 9. As I told you, that seems to be the magic number for me. It did take a little bit of time. Claude is solo by himself, and as you can tell from the music, I did head back into the Sanctuary of Linga in order to amass all the skill points necessary to get this special ability to level 9. But to actually focus on the stats of this sword and why I love it so much and I think it is worth spending the time to try to create, well, the description is it's a strong magic sword possessed of the infinite powers of the universe. So let's go ahead and take a gander at that. So if you thought the Marvel sword was OP with 1100 attack power, check this fucking shit out, guys. So the attack power goes up to 1852, and that's not even where it stops. As you can see, there are a lot of bonuses to some of the other respective stats, and what I particularly like about it, which I will show you in a battle, as I'm kind of making my way back to the entrance anyway. Let's take a look here, and you will see why I think it is his best sword, hands down. Although there are other like weapon combinations, and this was a terrible fight to get into, but as you can see, it sprays little stars which do additional damage. Oh my god, fucking die! Of course, it helps if you're on the ground, so that was a bad fight to get into. But I think you guys were able to get a little bit of a glimpse there that when he does attack someone, and he is on the ground and not hopping around like an idiot, it will spray an additional set of stars, which, you know, cause more damage than just the weapon alone. So I like it a lot. Let me try to get into one more fight. I know this episode has become way too long due to my tutorial, and this has been a little bit of a clusterfuck, and it is admittedly convoluted, but I think it is very much worth it. Yeah, as you can see, there are the stars. This is much better than fighting those stupid ass rabbits. So yeah, there you go, guys. This is how you craft the Eternal Sphere. As I just mentioned, you know, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass to go through all the necessary steps in order to do it, but it's well worth it. I am pretty sure I never end up really swapping out this weapon. Later on, I will show you as we get near the end of the game a couple other combinations that some people argue are better for Claude in your, I guess, after battle, when you've completed the game and you're doing the bonus dungeon and all of that jazz. But as I always say, I don't want to get ahead of myself. The game is so detailed, and there are so many little secrets and things that you can do. We'll just take this one episode at a time and one step at a time and focus on those things that are actually practical to talk about. So that's it for the Eternal Sphere, and that's actually going to be it, I think, for today's recording session. Let me go ahead and save while I've got everyone kind of together. And I'm not sure when I'm going to have a chance to get some more recorded. I apologize if there are only 3 episodes, but I feel like we've done quite a bit. You know, we made it to Linga, we ended up meeting Bowman, we went through the entire Sanctuary of Linga, collected the best herb there, which we will give to him when we do come back together, and we ended up going through the detailed method of creating Claude's best weapon. So as always, guys, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. But until I see you guys next time, take care, and I will talk to you later. Bye, everyone.